Welcome to Sacred Space Yoga with Carol Ann. Today we're going to talk about and do a practice with an inversion helper called the Feet Up Trainer. Now, I'm not a spokesperson or a salesperson for Feet Up, so don't worry about that. When I researched into this, I actually like this one and its reviews the best. So it's made of sturdy wood. It has a soft cushion with an arc center area for the neck. Now what these are for people who want to improve their skills with inversions. They're for people who have neck issues or areas where they don't feel safe or comfortable doing a headstand. And they're also great for building a great core center. So today we're going to do a whole class using the Feet Up Trainer. This is a wonderful way also to check your alignments, making sure that you're for example, in Warrior 2, that your knee's not turned in, but it gives a nice way for us to be able to increase our skills with our practice, our general practice. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and sit on my Feet Up Trainer. Now you can do this as well. You can sit in an easy seated position if you'd like, or just do what I do, and I'm just going to sit right on top of it. So I'm going to just sit here. My feet are going to be on the floor, and nice tall spine. We'll just begin, as always, by closing our eyes and inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Just use your natural breath. Notice that beautiful rise and fall of chest, opening and closing of the rib cage, and the expansion out and the pulling back of the lower belly on our in and out breaths. Do your best to connect with your space. Sometimes it's really nice to give a quality to your space. For example, is the air cool or warm on the in and out breaths? Am I solid on my seated surface, or do I feel a little bit of instability? Whatever we notice, just take notice of it, nothing more. If you haven't already, go ahead and engage in your Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat, making the ah on the inhale and the ha sound on the exhale. Go ahead and let your eyes flutter open, and we'll do some soft movement in order to warm up the body before we begin. So inhale to reach the arms out and up. The gaze goes toward the thumbs. And as we exhale, left hand comes to right knee, right hand behind, holding on to your Feet Up Trainer or in the back of your hip. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, deepen into your stretch. Inhale, both arms come out and up. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale. Perhaps deeper on the exhale. Inhale to reach the arms out and up. The gaze goes to the thumbs. Exhale, bringing the hands down into heart center. Now just hold on to the back of your trainer and lift your right leg up, flexing the foot. Start to point and flex the foot here, just kind of giving some gentle movements to our joints. Circle the ankle one direction. Circle the ankle the opposite direction. Coming back into center with your breath, just start to open and shut just lightly, hinging and oiling up the hip flexors. We'll come back into center on our inhale. And as we exhale, let's straighten the leg out, trying to keep the leg nice and level, engaging the quadricep muscle. From here, go ahead and point and flex the toes just a little bit. Starting to engage the quadricep muscle, we'll feel a little bit more work into our muscles, into our legs. Next inhale, just bend that knee. Exhale, coming up, one between sides. We'll do a little bit of a softening. So we inhale to lift. This time as we exhale, we're going to twist toward the left. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale toward the right. Inhaling back up into center. Exhale, hands come back and through. So go ahead and hold on to the back of your trainer, and we'll go to the other side. So we just lift up our knee and start to point and flex that foot. Just keep your Ujjayi breath engaged, knowing that these movements won't match in and out breaths, but that you keep your breath consistent. We'll go ahead and circle one direction and the opposite. Coming back into center, inhaling. And now we'll just start to open and shut just a little bit, hinging into the hip flexors. Greasing it up, so to speak. Coming back into center, we'll inhale to straighten that leg, trying to get that nice and level, engaging the quadricep muscle, and go ahead and start to point and flex the foot here. Next inhale, just bend and release. Good job. Reach the arms out about shoulder width apart and start to spread the fingers fairly wide here. Now we're just going to start to open and shut the wrist action here just a little bit. So we just open and shut those up. A little bit of a weird movement, but it's all good. Just anything to kind of get it stretched out, and all this wrist muscle and tendon, connective tissue around the bones to get it activated. Coming back in, we're going to go up and down with our wrists here, moving them in an opposite direction. And now bend those elbows and bird flap it out. Just shake out any tensions that little bit of work might have put onto your wrists and hands just a bit. Now those of you with carpal, you have to be a little bit really careful because you'll get some shocking action if you have carpal and doing some of these movements, so just be very mindful and gentle on your body. From here, we'll roll the shoulders up and back a few rounds. And go the opposite direction. Just a few rounds. Reach the left arm up into the air on the inhale. And as you exhale, hold on to the outside of the right head and just dip that chin and ear toward the left. Release, bringing that arm up and down. Other side. Raise the right arm up, inhaling. Exhale, hold on. Dip a little bit toward the right. Breathe. Release, and one more time, bring those arms up into the air on the inhale. And as you exhale, we'll shift over toward the right. Inhale to come up, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, shift left. Inhaling up. And exhale, hands down at heart center. So we're just going to move and face the front edge opening of our feet up trainer and hold on to either the wood or the cushion behind. Let's work into a little bit of core here. So we're going to dip back a little bit, lifting up the legs, and we'll start to engage core muscles by inhaling to reach out, exhaling in. Inhale, exhale. Couple more rounds. Inhale, exhale. Pull that belly in tight. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale, and release, feet down. How about that? We're going to come up off of our feet up trainer, placing the hands on the handles up to the cushion area, and step the feet back on the mat, lifting the hips up as you push the chest back. So this is down dog pose. Hold here, connecting, gazing at the belly. A few rounds of Ujjayi breath here. Next, inhale, come up and forward over your feet up trainer, holding in, and exhale through a chaturanga. Inhale to lift into your up dog. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog pose. So let's warm up some shoulders with a couple of rounds of those. So inhaling, plank pose. Exhale, bend those elbows 90 degrees. Inhaling up, up dog. Exhaling up and back into your down dog. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Readjusting as needed, pushing the hips back and up, gaze to the belly. Next inhale, reach that right leg up, just about hip height. As you exhale, bring it to the outside of your feet up trainer. Press that shin into the outside edge. Pull the belly in, up on the back toes. We rise up into a high crescent lunge. Inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to lift up, swoosh back into monkey pose. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale, and hold here. Interlace the fingers, reach the chest forward and up on the inhale. And as we exhale, just fold into a bit of a humble crescent pose. Release the hands on the inhale. Step back into down dog. Left leg rises, inhale. Exhale, bring it through to the outside of your trainer, pushing the calf in. Get nice and square. Reach the arms up on the inhale into our high crescent lunge. And exhale, move forward and back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Hold back. Interlace the fingers, reach the chest forward and up. Exhale, come into your humble fold. Release, hands back to the front of the trainer, stepping back into your down dog pose. Now let's ripple through into plank poses, into chaturangas again. So we'll come up high on the toes, this time on the inhale, rippling through, coming all the way through plank pose. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Two more. Inhaling up, ripple through, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, up and back. Last one. Inhaling up, ripple through. Exhale. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, up and back. Reach the right leg up on the inhale. Exhale, bend and twist open just a little, getting the chest a little bit more open here. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bring that to the outside again. Back foot is going to spin open and rise up through our warrior two pose. Now notice how your knee is pushing against that feet up trainer, and you can get a nice, good judgment on your posture here, making sure that the knee is not turned in. The feet up trainer will push it out. Gaze is over those front fingers. Inhale to straighten that front leg. Come in through a straight leg, peaceful warrior. Exhale back down. A couple more movements here. Inhale to lift. Exhale down. One more. Inhale. Exhale and hold. Back into our warrior two pose. Gaze is over those front fingers. Roll those shoulders down. Breathe. Next time we inhale, bring the forearm down. Back arm circles back and we open up into our side angle pose modified with the forearm onto the thigh. Inhaling back up through warrior two. This time keep that front knee bent. Peaceful warrior. Release. Inhale. Windmill around. Step back into your down dog. One vinyasa through. Inhaling up on the toes. Rippling through. Pull the belly in. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Left leg rises on the inhale. Exhale, bring it through to the outside. Spin the back foot open, coming up. Warrior two pose. Gaze is over those front fingers. Right away to our movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the leg, coming up. Exhale, back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhaling up. Exhale, coming down, holding here for a breath or two. Next inhale, the forearm comes down, the back arm circles around, and we open up our chest into the side angle. Now, can we make this particular arm kind of light here? So we're not pushing too deeply into the thigh, but maybe lifting it above, hovering, or very lightly pressing, opening the chest. Next inhale, we'll come back up through our warrior two, keeping the front knee bent. Exhale into our peaceful warrior. Inhale. And windmill around, stepping back. Exhale, down dog. Come up on the toes, ripple through. Inhaling plank. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful job. Reaching the right leg up on the inhale. Once again, we bring it to the outside. Keep up on the back toes. Keep the left hand on your trainer. Reach the right arm up into the air on the inhale. And as you exhale, bring that a little bit more toward the room and open up the chest. Bring the hand back up on the inhale. As we exhale, bring it behind. Pull that arm away and let the gaze go to those fingers. Square off your hips here, really pressing in. Top hand comes and holds on to that feet up trainer. Pull your belly in and come up. High crescent lunge, inhaling. As we exhale, open up that back foot. Warrior two pose. Inhaling into a peaceful warrior. Exhale, come down. Inhale. Exhale, windmill around, stepping back, down dog pose. Other side. Left leg rises on the inhale. Bend and twist open. Exhale. Reach, inhale. Exhale, come through. Keep up on those back toes. Right hand stays on the trainer. Left arm reaches up, opening the chest. And next exhale, just move that arm a little bit more and open up the chest, perhaps a little deeper. Reach that arm up on inhale. Exhale behind, gaze goes behind at the hand. Breathe. Inhale, the arm comes around. And we exhale, open up that back foot, rising up into our warrior two pose. Breathe. Lifting on the peaceful warrior, inhaling here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, windmill around. Keep up on those back toes. Square off the hips. Reach up on the inhale into our high crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Step back into down dog. Exhaling. Lifting up on our toes, we ripple through, coming into plank. Exhale. Lift on the inhale. Exhale back. Now we're getting a little bit more warmed up here, so we're going to start to play a little bit more with our feet up trainer. So walk a little bit closer, placing your head through the slats. And just as if you were going to come into a headstand, come up on the toes and walk the toes up as close as you possibly can, pulling the belly in, and just hold here for a few rounds of breath. With this trainer, I feel completely safe. It's not slipping on my mat. It's not moving anywhere. I'm working deeply into the core. I feel no pressure on my head or my neck. So let's add a little bit more to this. We'll inhale to reach that right leg up into the air on the inhale. And exhale, bring that down. Inhale to reach the left up on the inhale. Exhale, bring that down. So we're going to do that one more time, but adding on just a little bit of flavor. So inhale, reach that right leg up. Maybe you can even lift the opposite toe up and hover just a little bit here. Breathe. Core strength. Release, coming down. Leg comes down. Walk those toes back in if you lost that space. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, hold. And then you can play, maybe lifting the toes and hovering, really working into the core. Reach and rise. Next inhale, we drop feet down, coming back up. Walk the feet out wide a bit. Softly bend the knees. Dangling over, rocking from side to side. Oh, that feels so good. Coming back up, rolling up. Reach those arms out. Up to the sky. Exhale, left hand drops. Right hand sweeps over. Inhale to come up. Exhale. Opposite side. Inhaling up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. I'm going to turn facing forward just so you can see that we're in simple mountain pose. Feet are about hip width apart. We hold here and breathe. Eyes open or shut, just feeling the effects of the trainer so far on the body. You have to police yourself. I'm not responsible for you in this practice. I'm only here to lead and guide. It's up to you to listen to your own body. And again, I am not an advocate for the feet up or a salesperson for them, but with the research, it's the one that I found that had the best reviews, and I absolutely love it. So I thought those of you who have a trainer would enjoy the work. And we'll let our eyes flutter open. Going to go right back to some of those inversions. This time we're going to work into some good deep core here. So back up a little, put the head inside, walk those toes up, And you can either do what we did before, or from here you can bend the knees and just come into this bit of huddle here. Really feel the core engagement, breathing. Now, if you haven't been able to get your feet up like this, then you know you can always keep your toes up high, sucking in and just lifting up maybe one little toe opposite back and forth. That's building a lot of good strength in here. And maybe now we can stack knees over hips. Straightening the spine. Try to soften into it. Really engage your core here because you don't want to flip backwards. It's not as likely with the trainer as it is in the middle of the floor on a headstand, but it's still possible. So please only go where you feel like you can go safely. From here, maybe we can reach those legs up, coming into the full supported headstand. Not on your head. That's pretty brilliant to me. Inversions are wonderful. They help fight dementia, foggy brain. They make us feel energized and revitalized. Pull the belly in and then just retrace your steps, bringing the knees back in, controlling the down as much as you're able to. And coming up, have a seat. We'll sit on our trainer for a couple of rounds of breath before we move on. Just making sure that we can soften into our Ujjayi breath. Just close the eyes here. Inhales and exhales. Softening in. We'll open our eyes and return back. Going to come into a half moon pose using our trainer as a good support. So placing the hands again on the wood behind the cushion, come into your down dog. Inhale, coming up on the toes, ripple through. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hips up and back. Right leg rises to the sky. Exhale, bring it to the outside of our trainer. Hand is going to go to the front cushion, gripping and holding on your left hand, right hand to right hip. Lift up, reaching the back leg up to hip height. Then turn the toes out left. Top hand is going to come either to the floor or, if you need more height, hold on to the front of your trainer. And release. Left arm up. Really getting a nice tall lift here. Gaze can go toward the left or up toward the sky. And we have our half moon pose. Breathe, soften, and hold. Top hand comes down. Toes spin back, stepping back. High crescent lunge. Pull the belly in, reach. Couple of releases. Exhale, monkey through. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, holding here. Interlace the fingers. Lift the chest on the inhale. Exhale to monkey and humble fold right here. Release the hands. Step back from here to down dog pose. Exhaling out that air. Belly comes in, lifting high on the toes. Ripple through into our plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, offering the heart. Exhale, down dog. Left leg rises on the inhale. Exhale, bend, coming to the outside of your trainer. Right hand comes to the front right corner. Opposite hand can come as well. And we lift up, reaching the right leg up. Turn the toes toward the right, opening the hip, and hold on to the front of the trainer. Reach the right arm up, and gaze can go toward the ceiling or toward the right, pulling the belly in. Breathe. Top hand comes down. Stepping back, preparing for high crescent lunge. We lift up on the inhale. Exhale, monkey pose. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. We hold here. Interlace the fingers, offering the heart forward. Exhale into your humble fold. Release. Hands come to the wood area up to the cushion, just like always. Stepping back into down dog. Coming forward onto our knees. Let ourselves rest back into child's pose. So you can place the hands right on top of the trainer, pushing the chest back. This is a great tool for letting the head drop lower than the shoulders. Nice deep shoulder stretch. We're going to play just with a couple more headstands here. As we inhale, we'll come up. Head goes through the hole, back of the head, pushing, back of the neck is pushing against the cushion. Coming up, walking our toes in. Oh, yeah. Now, this is a great thing, great way to practice the control of the legs lifting. So really pressing your hands in and securely holding on to the sides of your trailer. Suck that belly in. And we can start to lift our toes. And as much and as easily as we can, we lift away and come back down. Couple of more rounds. Inhale. Up on the toes, pull the belly in. Exhale, reach those legs away. Maybe they come up a little higher. And come back down. Let's do another round. Inhaling up. Pull the belly in. Exhale, lifting those legs. Maybe they come up halfway. Maybe they come all the way up. When we find our point of balance, we will feel weightless. That's a pretty good indication that your legs are straight. And we just breathe. Now with headstands, the negative, the coming back down in control, can be really hard. So this is a great way to build that strength. Pull the belly in, suck it in. And as we inhale, we start to bend the legs, and slowly, as we're able to let those legs come back down to the earth, really using power and control. Come up, down to these, resting back into our child's pose. Oh, I love this thing. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more, I believe, just a little bit of our headstand, playing around with different things that we can do. When you feel rested, if you need to pause it for a bit, just pause the video for just a bit. But if we're ready, we'll come back up. This will be our last round, by the way. Head goes through. Lifting up, walking up, forward, up on those toes. And we'll reach that right leg up into the air. Let the left follow. Kind of come into this half position, one leg out, one leg up. Pull the belly in. And we're going to switch sides. So we just bring the opposite leg down, other one up. Coming into our feet up trainer. Inhale now, the outside leg comes up into the full pose. Bring the soles of the feet together, maybe. Coming into our Baddha Konasana here. Getting a little relief. Really working into the core. Breathe. Bring those knees back in. Slow, controlled as you're able. Coming back through and letting those toes come down to the earth. Walk back onto the knees. Widen your knees here. Melt back. Take a rest. Walking ourselves back up. How you feel? I feel pretty doggone good. Bringing the knees up. We're going to sit on our trainer facing the back edge of our mat. Nice little chair here that we have. Sitting up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders one direction, opposite direction. Reach those arms up on the inhale. And just like we did in our crescents, we exhale, pull in the belly, monkey through. 3 more. Inhaling up. Exhaling up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here. Interlace the fingers. Lift the chest. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Coming back up. Reach those arms up on the inhale. As we exhale, left hand comes down. We'll side bend toward the right. Holding onto the trainer with that bottom arm. Inhale to come up. Exhale, opposite side. Inhaling up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Hold on to the outside back edge. You can also hold on to the slats if you'd like, if that feels more comfortable. I'm going to sit up fairly tall for this, and I suggest that you do as well. Don't do anything silly. But reach that right leg up. Hold on to that shin and really sit up nice and tall, squaring off the hips here and stretching. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. And instead of pushing into the knee to open it up, I want you to press into that right ankle into the top of the thigh. And notice that the knee gets the work here. Crossed foot. We sit up nice and tall. Just stretching out our hips. Release, coming the opposite way. Bring the left in, hold on, squeeze on that exhale, getting the spine very tall. Crossing that ankle over and pressing the ankle into the top of the thigh to open up the hip. Gaze goes center. Grab onto the big toe. Reach that leg up. Hinge that knee back toward the armpit, and we have a happy baby modification sitting on our trainer. And just to open and shut the hip, just a little bit, bringing some movement. Release that leg, straightening it possibly. Opposite arm will come up. Hold and breathe. Nice little stretch here for the entire body. Release and drop that foot. Other toe comes in, holding on. You can bring your hand to your hip or to your trainer. Hinge back, coming into that happy baby, pulling the belly in. You can open and shut here just a little bit. Coming into center, stretch out that leg. Reach the opposite arm up, sit up nice and tall. Just a good deep stretch all the way around. Oh, I can't hang on to my toe. Well, then grab onto your ankle or behind the leg. So just get what you can get, do the best you can, and reach. Bending that front knee, sole of the foot comes back to the floor. And I want you to walk your hands onto the cushion side, walking the feet out, just a bit of a reverse plank here. We'll lift the chest up so we can stretch out our triceps here. Toes are pressing in, belly's pulled in. Gaze is neutral. I'm not a big fan of the head popping back. I see too many students who hurt their necks in that way, so I prefer that your gaze be forward. Belly pulled in. Sitting back onto your trainer. We'll do that one more time with a bit of a break in between. Holding on. Pick up the hips. Walk them out. Lift the chest, pulling the shoulders back. Gaze is forward or slightly up. If you want to raise it up, just don't let it pop back. Hold and breathe. Reverse plank pose can be a nice, good stretch for our bodies. Release, walking back, sitting down onto the trainer. Close the eyes here. Get the spine tall. Bring the hands into heart center. Close the eyes. Returning to natural breath. Dip the chin slightly in toward the chest. Breathe our natural breath. Noticing the effects of the practice. Third and last time, I'm not an advocate for this particular trainer. I have one. I think it's fun, and I kind of did the reviews and ordered the one that I felt like was good for me. Just so you know, if you order one for yourself, it does have a poster of the postures that you can look at and work with. I'll do another one of these, I think, coming up. Working into some different areas using the trainer. I think it's just a really good way to up your game a little bit in your practice, to increase your muscle strength, your sense of balance, your core work for sure, alignment of body. It's just a great tool. Keeping our eyes closed, we touch our thumbs to our forehead. We ask for peace in our thoughts. Our thumbs will touch our lips. We ask for peace through our words. Our thumbs touch our heart, and we ask for peace in our intentions. So thank you for joining this time with me, with this trainer, and just for playtime. I bow to you, you bow to me, and together we say Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Feel free to subscribe and